It's been a while. How does this go again? Map. Where's my map? Here we go. Colours definitely ain't right. This is not how I want to be seeing things. Try this one. No, that's made it worse. How about this? There we go. Night vision is back 9 months later. This, cycling through different colours, this is quite new. Let's see what I can capture. What colour do we want this to land on? I don't need to time that one. How about trying green? Classic night vision. Yes! Still got it. I barely shoot these days. It's just one of those things where even if something's a hobby of yours or a passion, see as things start to come into your life where you become a bit busier with other stuff and you don't make the time for those things that you just naturally done, you will eventually lose the time to do that. Like you won't be able to do those things. It's been way too long since I've done one of these videos. Episode 1 is over on the Infinite Peace channel. I'll show you maybe a couple of seconds of that, and the link in that will be in the description. And in a change of direction as to how I'm going about my content, I've decided to make a separate channel specifically for POV videos, first person. By day, I'm a, I guess, professional videographer and photographer. Although, how I see it is, those are skills that I've picked up and I've learnt. And I guess, yeah, you can label me as a videographer. But I see videography as a skill that I can use for other things. Like, that's just how I see what I've picked up. And then people can label you because you're good or proficient at that thing. And alhamdulillah, I'm at the stage where I can now push this to becoming more of a personal brand, which is what I've wanted to do for quite some time, if I'm being honest. I do a lot of work for food establishments and cafes, and what I've started to do a lot more recently is wear the GoPro and get content of me just at work recording, what pointers I have to give, the direction. At the very start, I would just capture whatever I was seeing, and now I'm like, okay, this needs cleared up, that needs cleared up, you have to take the shot like this, I don't like that shot, let's do that again. Whereas before, I would be a bit hesitant, and then sometimes like you just let the moment pass, and then in the editing, you have an issue. The football videos is something I want to include, for sure. And then, yeah, just general life stuff. I've tried to focus on being a solid short-form video creator. Like, focusing on Instagram, because that's the platform that I've always used. I've always been careful and mindful of being very aesthetic with photos, pictures, even long before night vision, just in terms of how my feed would look to even my personal page. And naturally, I've just stuck with Instagram as the platform that I use pretty much all the time. But what I really don't like is, as I'm becoming more of like a, I guess, vlogger, talking head, whatever, right? Having to plan those videos and then restricting them to within 60 or 90 seconds because, you know, all people's attention span is fried and this, that. I've noticed that because I've tried to make my points so concise, I've lost personality in those videos. Like, to me, the whole personal brand thing is all about personality. That shines through way more in a longer form video than it does a shorter form video. I've decided the longer form videos is where it's at. That will be my primary focus going forward. And then cutting that up into shorts. That will unlock what I've been missing with consistency and being able to just be efficient. Been following this damn purple boat. I'm sure this is like a restaurant by the Clyde. It's very barren down there. Should be like a lovely sandy beach, even have an artificial one. Start rivaling the Palm Beach. Try and get me to stay. It's up to me, I'm not staying. Right, I'm not going any further that way. What is that there? They look like CCTV cameras, but they're basically light projectors. What are they though? Are they actual cameras? What does it say? That's a photo op. It says Tradeston Bridge. Oh, that's the year. Already I know I need to be higher than what I am. This camera has never dealt with the colour red properly, but we'll see how that goes. I'll wait for the clear shot. I'm probably still need to be higher. See the orange overexposed highlights here? in that red, because the P30 Pro doesn't handle the colour red that well. That actually creates a really cool effect. Like, that is all red. Don't know if the GoPro picked up any better, but that, I like that. It's quite cool. To think all that time over the course of lockdown, after lockdown, maybe 1 to 2 years, I used to walk around a lot. These conditions. It'd be dark, nighttime, sometimes it'd be cold, sometimes it'd be mild, sometimes warm, raining, dry, quiet, busy. That's where I learned my craft. On the streets. The actual literal road band. That's hilarious. There's an owl that sits here, and the owl will never turn and face you. But it is there. And sat there. I'll be able to get a photo as well. No zooms. We'll go around Tradeston Bridge left. Right, let's get one off the campus from here. See if you're someone that doesn't travel to town that often, and maybe you used to do it in the past, maybe you're not even from Glasgow, maybe you're one of my followers from somewhere else. Barclays, big corporate bank, decided to build a whole campus pretty much in the middle of the city centre here. So you have the city centre over there, and then over the river you have this. This is technically Tradeston. They created like a really urban city environment. I really like these. Really good walking spaces. I love my cars, and I really don't like what they've done with ULEZ and that whole farce of a scheme. But things like this, I get behind. I understand them. I'm someone that likes my walks. I like my nature. Even if you can artificially place this here, I think that boosts people's moods. Yeah, some of the city is so derelict and run down that it needs more of this. See, this orange to me is so Metal Gear Solid-esque. This is like Solid Snake's base. Now that I'm in the world of video and stuff, I just look at that and think that's a podcast environment. Right, so I really want to frame that building there in between these two trees. I'll try vertical first, and I'll see how much of that I can get in as well. Let's see how this goes. That's really cool. I need to come up with a video idea around here. What would I do? You got a conversation with somebody else. Both of us sat at the steps. That's like a summer vibe type of thing. Let's get a photo while we're here. Next steps with night vision. Focus on content. I do have prints in the works, but it requires a bit more legwork. I need to see some people, and I need to shortlist more photos. I need to take some more photos specifically with the idea of prints in mind, and that will take a bit of time. That's something I want to get right. I don't have all the time that I wish I had. That doesn't mean to say that I can't make small steps over a long period of time. A side quest that if I had time for today, I would have done it, but the side quest will have to wait for another day. Cross, 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 cross. That's actually really cool. See the way the traffic lights just bouncing off that? I'll get that at an angle, boom. So night vision should be a mainstay of the Through the Eyes of Zen channel. I aim to have one out once a week. And at the start, I understand it's something I'm putting in new. I've got to find the gap in my schedule to be able to do it. Shooting, editing will take a bit of time to probably get that consistent to once a week. Maybe I'll get it once a week straight away, who knows. Bloody hell, mate. See if you can see that clearly in the GoPro. Looks like a witch. Anyway, that concludes the night. Enjoy, stay safe.